protocol. Spin around the block everywhere you go. See now the air, we not just a radio. 96.9, 96.9. Oh, oxygen. 96.9, 96.9. Oh, oxygen. 96.9, 96.9. Oh, oxygen. 96.9, 96.9. Oh.
Oxygen FM 96.9. Inform, inspire, ignite.
Hey kids and amazing parents, school doesn't stop when the bell rings. Join us every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for Kiddies Lounge. Class on radio, only on Oxygen FM 96.9. We make math, English, science, and more super fun with games, stories, and easy lessons kids will love. Learn, laugh, and get ahead for the week. Kiddies Lounge! Learn and play. Fun and learning every Saturday. Kiddies Lounge! Kiddies Lounge! Class on radio. Every Saturday, 8 to 9 a.m. Only on Oxygen FM 96.9.
Good morning. This is Oxygen 96.9 FM Ibadan. Welcome to Kiddies Lounge, your number one favorite radio show. And this is where we dive into the world of science. Welcome to Kiddies Lounge. I am OSENI Olatude James. You're welcome to class this morning. If you are just joining us for the first time on the show, this is where we go into the world of science. We look at interesting topic on science and we discuss it. Today, we have another interesting topic. But before we proceed into today's class, I would like us to quickly revise what we have learned in our last class. Last class, we look at we continue with the topic we have been treating for a couple of weeks now, which is nutrition. So we are going to quickly look at some things there before we proceed. We look at the meaning of nutrition, the process of nutrition, the mode of nutrition. So I told you also we look at the importance of nutrition as well. So let's quickly look at the process of nutrition. I told us that we have 5 processes of nutrition, starting from the injection, that is taking food into the body through the mouth. That is what we call injection. And I told us that if you want to eat now, it do pass through the mouth, and that is what we call injection. Eating rice, yam, and so on. So that is injection. And after the food has been taken, then the second process is the digestion. The second process is the digestion. That is, the food you have taken will be broken down into simple soluble form that can be absorbed by the body. So we can say digestion is the process of breaking down complex food into simple soluble form that can be absorbed by the body. And digestion starts from the mouth, as I told us last week. Like we have some enzymes in the mouth, in the stomach, and so on. So like your mouth now, there's an enzyme called taurine. So inside the saliva, so which is going to act on the food like your starch. Are you getting me now? So digestion starts from the mouth. So then after the digestion, after the food has been breaking down into soluble form that can be absorbed by the body, then the next process is absorption. That is when this digested food nutrient will be absorbed into the body through the wall of small intestine into the bloodstream, where it is going to be carried into different parts of the body. Are you getting it now? So absorption, that is the movement of this food nutrient, the digested food nutrient into the bloodstream through the wall of the small intestine. So we know that absorption takes place in the what? Small intestine. Then after the absorption now, then another one is called assimilation. That is the next process. That is whereby these absorbed nutrients are used by body cells for energy, for growth and repair of worn out tissues and building of new cells. Then after that one, the last process of this nutrition is ejection. That is where undigested food are being removed from the body through the anus in form of feces. That one is different from excretion. Remember that excretion is removal of metabolic waste such as urine and sweat. Are you getting me now? And carbon dioxide. But ejection is the removal of undigested food from the body through the anus in form of feces. So all these are the stages of process of nutrition. We have 5 stages. I told you injection, that is the first one. That is, you take the food in through the mouth. Then after that one, the digestion. After digestion, you have absorption. After absorption, you have assimilation. Then the last one is ejection. So likewise, last week we talked about the feeding habit in animals. Feeding habits, that is, different animals they have different ways of how they obtain and eat their food. We talk about the 4 feeding habits: the herbivores, the carnivores, the omnivores, and last we talk about the scavengers. I told us that herbivores, these are animals that eat plants and grass only. They feed on grasses, leaves, fruit, seed, and stems. So examples of herbivorous animals are cow, goat, rabbit, horse, elephant, and so on. So they feed mainly on plants. Are you getting me now? Then the next one is called carnivores. These are carnivorous animals that they feed both on plants and flesh. Are you getting me now? So and I told us that these carnivores, they depend either directly or indirectly on plant for their food. Sometimes they feed on these fresh leaves for their food, and sometimes maybe all these are going to be processed, but in one way or the other they depend on these green plants for their food. Are you getting me now? Likewise, they feed on flesh as well. Examples of I'm sorry, I'm talking about omnivores. Sorry, I'm talking about omnivores. So omnivores rather. So they feed on both plant and animal. Examples of these omnivores are human being, like your chickens, your dogs, and so on. Then carnivores are flesh eaters. They are flesh eaters. They feed mainly on flesh. They don't eat green plants. No, they don't feed on grasses. No, they feed only on flesh. Are you getting me now? So like your lion, your tiger, your leopard, and so on. So they are what? Carnivores. So animals that eat flesh, they are called carnivorous animals. Then scavengers. Scavengers are animals that feed on dead and decaying plants. Are you getting me now? So they feed mainly on dead animals like a vulture, your hyena, and so on. So your crow. Crow is a bird. So they feed on dead animals, decaying one. So that is what they eat for their food. They are called scavengers. So these are the 4 feeding habits that we have. So let's quickly go for a musical break. When we come back, we are going to proceed into today's class. Good morning.
My handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up,
all right, welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Kiddies Lounge, and today we are proceeding into another topic. And today we are looking at another very interesting topic. It is likewise on nutrition. Are you getting me now? But this one is let's say, and we have plant nutrition and we have animal nutrition. So this morning, let's go to nutrition in what? Plant. When we were talking about the characteristics of living things, we mentioned nutrition. Abby? So nutrition. And I told you that plants do feed likewise animals. Are you getting me now? So let's look at how do plants feed today. So under this nutrition, we talk about something. We talk about autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition, the modes of nutrition that we have. And I told you that at autotrophic mode of nutrition, that is the type of nutrition in which organism manufacture their own food. They manufacture their food, making use of some certain materials. Are you getting me now? And I told you that organisms that falls into these categories, they are green plants, your algae, and so on. Are you getting me now? So today we want to look at this process in which plants manufacture their food. So the topic we are treating this morning is called photosynthesis. So we are looking at the topic photosynthesis this morning. PHOTOSYNTHESIS. Let me spell again. Spelling is very important in science. Spelling is especially in basic science and biology like that. So spelling is important. PHOTOSYNTHESIS. Photosynthesis. Let's look at the meaning of photosynthesis. Have you ever wondered how does a plant do eat? How do they eat? Like, are they feeding on amala or rice or spag? I don't know. No, they don't feed on that. Then how? So that is why we are moving on to photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plant, take note of that, green plants manufacture their own food. They produce their own food. They obtain their own food using carbon dioxide. That is the first thing. Water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. I repeat, photosynthesis is the process by which green plants manufacture their own food using carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. When we are talking about photosynthesis, let me put it in another form. It is the process by which green plants produce their food, making use of carbon dioxide. They use carbon dioxide, they use water, they use chlorophyll, mineral nutrient in the soil in the presence of sunlight. That is, plants do feed, making use of some materials and mineral resources like your carbon dioxide. We are going to look at how does it work: water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. This process takes place mainly in the leaves of the plant. That is why I told you earlier that you should take notice of something: green plant. So when we are talking about photosynthesis, so we are talking about green plant. Are you getting me now? I'm going to tell you the reason why we are particular about green plant, because photosynthesis cannot take place when the plant is not green. Are you getting me now? I will tell you the reason. So let's look at the site of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplast of the plant cell, especially in the leaf mesophyll. The chloroplast of the plant contain chlorophyll, the green pigment responsible for tapping sunlight. Let me break it down. You know, the leaves of the plant, it is just like a photocell, like your solar panel. Let me put it that way. Good. Solar panel with photocells. Are you getting me now? Which helps this plant to tap energy from the sun. Are you getting me now? So it will help the plant to tap energy from the sun. And the leaf of the plant contain it has a particular pigment which is responsible for that green color, and which is called chlorophyll. So chlorophyll, the presence of chlorophyll in this plant will help the plant to tap the energy from the sun. Are you getting me now? So the chlorophyll is responsible for the green color in plants. Take note of that. The chlorophyll is responsible for the green color in the plant. Then it helps to tap energy from the sun. Are you getting me back? Now, so don't forget, photosynthesis is the process by which green plants manufacture their own food using carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. Now, let's look at materials needed for photosynthesis. For photosynthesis to take place, there are some certain materials that are needed. Are you getting me now? So the first one is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is produced by human, and it is present in the atmosphere as well. Are you getting me now? So when we human being breathe in oxygen like that, then we breathe out carbon dioxide. Then this carbon dioxide is used by the plant. Are you getting me now? In that process of photosynthesis. So carbon dioxide is the first material, and this carbon dioxide is obtained from the air. through the stomata of the leaf. Are you getting me? Carbon dioxide is obtained from the air through the stomata of leaf. So the first material is what? Carbon dioxide. Then another thing is water. Water is essential. Water is essential. Water is absorbed from the soil by the roots of the plant. Water is absorbed from the soil by the roots of the plant. So water is another thing. Then another one is sunlight. Sunlight. Energy source from the sun. Energy source from the sun is another material. Then chlorophyll, the green pigment leaves that absorb the light. Then we have mineral nutrients from the sun. When we get there, we are going to talk about the macronutrient element and the micronutrient element. The nutrients required by plant in large quantity, like your nitrogen, your phosphorus, and so on. We talk about that. Then we move on to what we call culture solution, whereby we talk about the NOx solution and the SAC solution. So when we get there, I will explain that one better. So the materials needed for photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll, and mineral nutrients. Now, let's look at the stages of photosynthesis. There are two stages of photosynthesis. We have light reaction stage and we have dark reaction stage. In some textbook, you will see it as light dependent reaction stage, and in some light independent reaction stage that we call Calvin cycle. Are you getting me now? So it depends on the author, but the two basic types of process of photosynthesis, stages of photosynthesis, are light reaction stage and the dark reaction stage. What happens in the light reaction stage? This stage requires sunlight. Are you getting me now? It occurs during the day. And the chlorophyll in the plant, in the leaf, absorb light energy from the sun. And this light energy is used to split water into two, into hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. Or let's say it split it into hydrogen and oxygen. Are you getting me now? So the oxygen is released into the atmosphere while the energy is stored for the next stage. Are you getting me now? So the light reaction stage, it requires what? Sunlight. The chlorophyll absorbs the light and it is used to split the water into two, hydrogen and what? Oxygen. That is hydrogen and hydrogen ion. And the oxygen is what? Is released into the atmosphere while the energy is stored for the next stage. Then the next one is a light independent reaction. That is the dark reaction stage. This stage does not require sunlight directly. The carbon dioxide combines with the hydrogen using stored energy to form glucose, and this glucose is the food. Are you getting me now? So the chemical equation for the photosynthesis, that is carbon dioxide plus water will give us glucose plus oxygen in the presence of sunlight and chlorine. That is CCO2 plus CH2O will give us 6CH12O6 plus 6O2. That is glucose and what? Oxygen. Are you getting me now? So that is the chemical equation for photosynthesis. Let's go into musical break. When we come back, we are going to proceed into the next subtopic, which is the products of photosynthesis. Now let's proceed into the products of photosynthesis. The products of photosynthesis. The first one is glucose. That is the main product of photosynthesis. Glucose, which is used for energy, for growth and storage. It is stored in form of starch. Are you getting me now? So glucose. Then the second one is oxygen. Oxygen is released into the atmosphere, which is used by what? Animals. Are you getting me now? So these are the products of photosynthesis. The first one is glucose, and the second one is what? Oxygen. Then let's move on to importance of photosynthesis. Importance of photosynthesis. Number one, it provides food for plants. It provides food for plants. That is where green plant, that is where they what? Get their own food. Then it produces oxygen needed for respiration. It produces what? Oxygen needed for respiration. This green plant, as they release oxygen into the environment, that is what we use as human. We breathe in what? Oxygen. Are you getting me now? So they produce what? Oxygen needed for respiration. Then 3, it removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Too much of it is not good for us. So they help us remove it. You know, they are taking in carbon dioxide through the stomata of the leaf. Are you getting me now? So it removes what? Carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Then the fourth one, it forms the basis of food chain. Yes, that is one of the most important aspects. It forms the basis of food chain. There is something we call pyramid of energy in ecology. Green plants are the what? They are the producers. Are you getting me now? So they are the producers. And when we are talking about the food chain and the food web, the linear transfer of energy and the interconnected relationship between that, all that. So the green plant, they form the basis of this food chain. Are you getting me now? Then the last one, it helps maintain balance of gases in nature. So they regulate the balance, the gases in nature, that is in the atmosphere. That is, there won't be much carbon dioxide and likewise that of what? Oxygen. So they maintain the regulation. So that is why planting trees in our environment is very important. So importance of photosynthesis are, it provides food for plants, it produces oxygen needed for respiration, it removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, it forms the basis of food chain. Then lastly, it helps maintain balance of gases in nature. Now, let's move on to factors affecting photosynthesis. Factors affecting photosynthesis. There are some factors that may hinder photosynthesis not to take place. Are you getting me now? Or that may hinder the process of photosynthesis. Are you getting me now? The first one is light intensity. Light provides the energy needed for photosynthesis. When we are talking about this experiment, test for starch, you will be asked to cover some plant of the leaf with black tape. Are you getting me now? That one is telling you that the intensity of light light is important, is essential. So light provides the energy needed for photosynthesis. When light intensity is low, that is when we don't have much sunlight, the rate of photosynthesis is low. It is slow because there is not enough energy. The leaf is going to tap energy from the sun. Are you getting me now? And when the intensity of the light is low, the process of photosynthesis is as well slow. Are you getting me now? As light intensity increases, the rate of photosynthesis also increases. Are you getting me? However, after a certain point, the rate becomes constant. Are you getting me? So light intensity may affect what? The rate of photosynthesis. That is, might slow it down if the light intensity is slow. Then another one is carbon dioxide concentration. Carbon dioxide concentration. Carbon dioxide is a raw material for photosynthesis, as we know. When there is little carbon dioxide, the rate of photosynthesis decreases because the plant cannot produce enough glucose. Are you with me? So when carbon dioxide is little, the rate of photosynthesis decreases and the plant cannot produce enough glucose. As the amount of carbon dioxide increases, the rate of photosynthesis increases until it reaches a maximum level. So as the rate as a amount of carbon dioxide increases, the rate of photosynthesis also what? Increases. That is, there will be enough glucose produced. Then another thing is temperature. Temperature is another thing. That temperature also affects the rate of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is controlled by enzymes which work best at a suitable temperature. When the temperature is too low, enzyme activities slows down, reducing the rate of photosynthesis. When the temperature is too high, enzymes can be destroyed. So which means that a balanced temperature is required for photosynthesis to take place. Photosynthesis is controlled by enzymes and it works best at a suitable temperature. Then availability of water. That is another factor that may affect the rate of photosynthesis. Water is one of the raw materials for photosynthesis. If plant does not get enough water, the rate of photosynthesis decreases. Severe water shortage can cause the plant to wither and close its stomata, preventing carbon dioxide from entering the leaves. Are you getting me now? The carbon dioxide is absorbed into the plant through the stomata, and when there is not enough water, the plant will begin to wither and the stomata become close, preventing carbon dioxide from entering the leaf. Then let's look at another factor, the chlorophyll content. Chlorophyll absorbs light. If a plant has little or no chlorophyll. For example, in a yellow leaf or diseased plant, it cannot trap enough light energy. So the rate of photosynthesis is reduced. At this, I told you that the chlorophyll is responsible for the green color in plant. This pigment is responsible for the green color in plant. Are you getting me now? And it is this chlorophyll that will help to tap the energy from the sun. Then when the chlorophyll is, we have little amount of it, are you getting me now? Then the plant will not be able to tap enough energy needed for photosynthesis. All these are the factors affecting photosynthesis. So far we have talked about the meaning of photosynthesis. We have talked about the raw materials needed for photosynthesis, the two stages of photosynthesis. We have talked about the product of photosynthesis, the importance of photosynthesis, and the factors affecting photosynthesis. I told you that photosynthesis is the process by which green plants manufacture their food using carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. I told you as well that the raw materials needed for photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, sunlight, water, chlorophyll, and mineral nutrients. Then we talk about the two stages of photosynthesis, the light reaction stage and the dark reaction stage. Light reaction stage is also called light dependent reaction, and the dark reaction is also called light independent reaction and Calvin cycle. Are you getting me now? And light reaction stage requires sunlight. Chlorophyll absorbs the light energy, which is used to split water into hydrogen ion and hydroxy ion. Are you getting me now? That is into hydrogen and oxygen. Then the oxygen is released into the atmosphere. Why? The energy is stored for the next stage. I told you as well that dark reaction stage does not require sunlight directly. Carbon dioxide combined with hydrogen using store energy to form the glucose. I gave you the chemical equation of photosynthesis as carbon dioxide plus water will give us glucose and oxygen in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Then we look at the product of photosynthesis, glucose and oxygen. These are the two main products of photosynthesis. Then we look at the importance of photosynthesis. I told you it provides food for plants. It produces oxygen needed for respiration. It removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It forms the basis of food chain. Then it helps to maintain balance of gases in nature. Then lastly, we talk about the factors affecting photosynthesis. We talk about the light intensity. When the sunlight intensity is low or high, it do affect the rate of photosynthesis. We talk about the carbon dioxide concentration, temperature, water availability, and chlorophyll content. I'm going to open the phone lines now to call in 0704700 3969, 07047003969, or you can call 07047002969. to be the part of the show. 07047002969. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please do turn down the volume of your radio set or move away from that radio
Okay.
set. Thank you. What is your name, please?
Sir?
What is your name?
Blessing. Nwawulu.
Nwawulu Blessing. All right. You are calling from Oduano, right?
Oduano.
All right. Are you ready for today's question, Blessing?
Yes.
Let's proceed. Good. Blessing.
Sir?
All right. Can you tell us, or let me say, explain the light and dark reaction stage of the photosynthesis? Explain the light and the...
The light occurs stage occurs during the day in the presence of sunlight.
Okay. Please turn down the volume of your radio set, please. Okay, continue.
Okay, I've done it, sir.
All right. Continue. I'm with you.
Sir?
Please continue. You are done.
Okay. The light reaction stage occurs during the day in the presence of sunlight.
I'm with you.
Sir?
I'm with you. Is that
Can I
all?
what to say?
I ask you to explain dark and light reaction stage.
Sir, did I say the solution?
No.
Like the equation?
No, that is not what I ask. All right. Thanks for calling. Blessing. Thank you. Thanks for calling. Hello. Good morning. We lost that call. 07047003969. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Epiro Sharon.
Epiroro Sharon, right?
Sir?
Epiroro Sharon.
Yes, sir.
Where are you calling from, Sharon?
I'm calling from Belekale.
Belekale. All right. Are you ready for today's question, please?
Sir?
Are you ready for the question?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is your question. List the materials needed for photosynthesis. The materials needed for photosynthesis. List the materials needed for photosynthesis.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Water.
Water.
Sunlight.
Sunlight.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
Mineral nutrients.
And mineral nutrient. Thank you. Congratulations. We'll get back to you after the program.
When I get off.
070-4700-2969. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Daniel. I'm calling from Moluwo. I won last week and I've not received my bill.
Oh, Daniel, we're sorry about that. We get to you this week. We are turning it, so we reach to you in your school. Are you with me?
Yeah.
All right. 070-4700-3969 or 070-4700-2969. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
It's me, John Victor.
John Victor. Are you ready today?
Sir, I won last 2 weeks. My gift has not been.
Yes, we come to your school to deliver this gift to you. Don't worry.
Okay, I want to answer the question.
How? You want to add up? That's good. All right. You want to add up?
Yes.
All right. All right. Let's proceed. Victor.
Sir.
Mention two products of photosynthesis. The two products of photosynthesis. Just give it out. Yes. Have you been following this morning?
Yes, I'm following.
Okay. Oh yeah, the two products of photosynthesis, please. Glucose.
Oxygen.
And oxygen. Congratulations, Victor. You are following us on oxygen. Congratulations. So we get to you this week. Be expecting, please. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good
Hello,
morning.
sir. Blessing.
Blessing, you are calling back, right?
Yes.
Oh, you want to try again?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. How does light intensity affect the rate of photosynthesis? We lost that call, so let's speak like one more calls before we call it. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Is Daniel calling back, sir?
Daniel calling back.
Yes, sir.
From where?
Hello.
Oluwo. Okay.
Want to answer question, sir?
You want another question?
Want to answer question?
You want to answer question? Okay. How does light intensity affect the rate of photosynthesis? How? Please turn down the volume of your radio set.
Okay, sir. Light provides the energy needed for photosynthesis.
Okay.
If it is low, plants will die.
If it is low, plant will die. Can you put it in a better way?
It affects the plant if there is low light intensity.
Yeah, it affects. When carbon dioxide concentration is low or high as well, it affects the plant and it might as well die. So what exactly happens when the light intensity is high or low? All right, Daniel, you will have to try back again. Thank you for joining us on the show this week. We do really appreciate you for joining us. By God's grace, let's pick one more call. All right. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. How are you? And what's your name?
My name is Sharon.
Sharon. You are calling back, right?
Sir?
Sharon, what?
Epiro.
Epiruru. You are calling back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to give it a try again? All right.
Yes, sir.
What is the name of the green pigment in plant responsible for the green color of the leaf? The question is cheap. Sharon, are you there?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Congratulations, Sharon. So we get back to you after the show. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
All right. I won't be able to pick more calls on the show this morning. Thank you for joining us on the show this morning. By God's grace, let's meet here by 8 a.m. next week, Saturday, for another episode of Kiddies Lounge. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful weekend. Good morning.
Very special part, it's true. Here's an example of what I can do. I can turn